Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet. Today, I want to do some things different in the new year with Short Funk, but I'd like feedback from listeners specifically. I think Short Funk has had probably half a dozen reoccurring topics that have either been listener favourites or at least requested by certain listeners, and I want to shake it up in the new year. I want to do kind of deeper dives in a series of topics that I haven't yet covered on Short Funk. And I'd also like some listener feedback. I mean, it's interesting because I'll ask sometimes for listener-submitted topics, and I'll get a bunch of them, and some of them are just tonally completely off, and then some of them are tonally completely on. I think part of it is because I don't actively discuss the topics that are interesting to me at particular times. And I think in the new year, there's going to be a lot of additional aspects to the stuff that I'm doing. One of these things that I've been thinking about is actually forming a non-profit specifically associated with Model Rail Radio. And also, when it gets to a level of criticality that hasn't been there in the past maybe 5 years to a decade, Noble Ape as well. I think Noble Ape is a non-profit, particularly if I continue to do things like the Gorilla of Code. It makes sense that, Noble Ape is a non-profit. Model Rail Radio is a bit of a no-brainer non-profit because there are certain things that I just self-fund currently through Model Rail Radio. But, going to train shows, interviewing people, going out of my way to do things associated with Model Rail Radio, if that was a non-profit, I think it would work. But also, it's been so completely low touch up until now. I mean, obviously it's high touch for me with the recording and the editing, but I don't know. I mean, I've always been quite hesitant, originally with Noble Ape, associated with making Noble Ape into a non-profit. But to be continued, certainly something that I'm thinking about currently. But I'd like in the new year to start breaking down various kinds of philosophies, abstract philosophies, but just some ideas and thoughts that I've had through various times in my life where I'd like to explore it just a little bit deeper, but still within the Short Funk time frame. So, the Short Funk Facebook group is probably the best way to get in contact. Also, you can contact me, tom@nobleape.com, or via Facebook. And yes, I'm interested in seeing what people would like to hear within this deeper philosophical analysis, because a lot of the stuff that I talk about, I don't know whether I just give a superficial covering here, but I don't get as deep as I'd like to get in certain topics. And that's what I want to start exploring in the new year. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.